So I've been thinking about making this video for a while now, and what made me certain that I wanted to make it was a YouTuber by the name of Flippy. And if you haven't heard of him, he's like the Saints Row guru of YouTube. Sorry, my accent came out there. And he's a big fan of it. I love his content and all, and I watched a couple of his videos, and that's what got me making this. And I'm gonna be direct about this and just say it. The Saints Row franchise has gone to absolute shit. It's obvious that the game developers don't care about the series or the game anymore. Everything about the Saints Row franchise went downhill after Saints Row 2, including the gameplay. Now, in the first and second games, the storyline was consistent and fun. There had been so many customization options for clothing, cars, cribs, and there were even these fun little secret areas to find and explore. And there were ways to customize how your character fought, how your character walked, and even their facial expressions. But in the third game and after, a shitload of creativity had been taken away. Food items were removed. You couldn't customize or buy any cribs anymore. The things about character customization that I mentioned were removed completely, and the game just felt so different and empty because so much content that had been in previous games had just been cut. Okay, so this part's gonna be more like a real rant, and I just want to start off by saying this. I absolutely fucking hate the stories of the newer games. There's absolutely no consistency and nothing makes sense. Now, Saints Row 3 story had me a little upset and pissy for reasons I'll get into soon. But the fourth game and that whole got out of hell shit, it honestly made me live it. So here's the thing. In the first game, you join the Saints and everything. You know, their gang dedicated to cleaning their city and restoring peace by getting rid of the rival gangs. And the second game has you rebuilding the city and taking back the gang after being in a coma for a few years. The third game is set in an entirely new location, and somehow members of the members of the gang are now somehow major celebrities, and you somehow get caught up in fighting off a zombie invasion, fighting against a special forces unit, and it barely feels connected to the previous game. And here's where it gets ridiculous. In Saints Row 4, you somehow go fight a terrorist group in the start, and then after that, you save the world by disabling a nuke, and then you become president. But then an alien invasion happens, and you're put into this virtual world as the alien leader's pawn. Now, I don't mind wacky, crazy, unrealistic qualities in games. I mean, like, why do you think I go on Pornhub and search up May from Overwatch?
Kill yourself.
But all jokes aside, when I look at Saints Row 1 and 2 and then look at Saints Row 4, all I can say is, what the actual fuck is this horse shit? The story with the games just spiraled out of control and it lost all direction of where it was going, and a lot of fans would agree with me. So while we're on this subject, let's talk about Dex. Dex was basically the final nail in the coffin and the biggest F you to the fans. If you don't know the story, here's the short version. Dex was an original member of the group. In the second game, where the main character is on a hunt for Julius, the one who put you in the coma, you somehow get Dex's phone number and, you call him, and he plans for a meetup at the church, but betrays you and sends assassins to kill you and Julius, making him the next target on your list. And at the end of a Saints Row 2 DLC, the protagonist says,
"I'm gonna find out which city Dex ran to and get the bitch."
Which should have set up the events for the third game, but instead your character became a celebrity and everyone kind of just forgot out of Dex, and that's when the story spiraled out of control. But basically, Dex isn't relevant again until the horrible Gat Out of Hell game was released, and yeah, we actually get to kill Dex in that game, but it's not done through a cool mission, and it's not even done through a side quest. It's done through a simple objective prompt, where you just walk up to him in the street and kill him, like this.
Fine. Who else?
The end.
Kill yourself.
So yeah, after years of waiting to finish the story completely, and that's all we got, like, that's a shitty ending. That's a really shitty ending. In Gat Out of Hell, it's at that point, it's not even relevant anymore. Dex isn't even relevant, so this is all we get. And that's honestly pathetic. And that's what made me make this video. Like, after finding out about that, it's just like, what? So, in conclusion, I hate the Saints Row franchise because of how shit it's become. And I had hoped for the next game that the developers would make a reboot so they could fix this mess. But unfortunately, they're not, and they're currently working on a game called Agents of Mayhem, which is set in the same universe, so I guess that basically makes it the next game. But from what I heard, it sounds like a mix between Team Fortress 2 and Overwatch. And back in the day, I used to play Saints Row 3 a lot, but now there's nothing that could make me want to buy Saints Row 3 again, or play it, for all that matter. But thank you all for listening to me rant for like however long this video is. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe for more. And I'll see you later. Have a great day.
Kill yourself.